If you were looking to move to Toronto, this video will uncover the reasons why I chose not to move to Toronto. I moved from Brampton, where I was born and raised, all the way to Durham, kind of bypassed Toronto altogether. And in this video, I'm just going to go over the reasons why myself and my family kind of choose to do so. And we're getting into it right after this. Hey, what's going on? This video, I'm going to go over the reasons why we've never lived in Toronto. We visited it a ton, great place to visit, but in terms of living, I'm just going to go over the reasons why we chose not to live here. My name is Brad Gates, and I'm a local realtor here in the Durham region. I know you're watching this based on Toronto, but again, I'm just in the Durham region, and I'm just going to go over the reasons why we chose not to live here. If my reasons don't match up with your reasons, that's perfectly okay. It was just something that as a family we decided, and that's all this video is going to go over. I have people reaching out from all over the world that are looking to move to the Greater Toronto area, and I absolutely love it. And if you want that help, all you have to do is call, text, email. You can send a carrier pigeon, whatever is easiest for you, and I'm here to make the move and relocation go so much easier. Without further ado, let's just get right into the video. Our number one reason why we chose not to move to Toronto had to do with just how busy it is. It does not matter what time of the day you are driving. The Don Valley Parkway, the 401, the Gardiner Expressway, the 427, they can be busy. Rush hour is just insane. Outside of rush hour, it's completely hit and miss. You can never guarantee anything. You're constantly checking on the Google Maps traffic overview to kind of see how your route's going to go. Another GPS you can use is Waze. I always just use Google because it's easier for me, but to each their own. So the first reason just had to do with how busy Toronto is, and it's never something that we enjoyed. Going to Toronto is great, but we're always taking the GO station, GO train, because it's just easier for us to get around. We don't have to worry about finding parking spots. The parking itself is like, it can be ridiculous. You could spend $20, $30, $40, $50 just to go there for an evening, especially if there's a Raptors game or a Leafs game going on or Blue Jays. It's just the parking is outrageous. It's just, yeah, again, very busy. The second reason why we chose not to move to Toronto was just how expensive it was. The average house price was over $1 million, and the average rental was like $2,000 a month, and that was just for a condo. So we just found the affordability of Toronto, and actually buying a house that we would like there was just, it would have been really difficult for us. So affordability had to play a major role in that. And it would have been nice, I guess, to live there, be close to the action when we were younger. With a family, it doesn't really match up to our lifestyles because we just like to have a yard and kind of go outside. I know Toronto has a lot of parks and has good schools, but in terms of the less congestion, outdoor space, that kind of stuff, we just preferred more of a suburban type setting. And to get that in Toronto, the prices were quite high, out of our budget anyways. So that's our second reason why we chose not to move to Toronto. The third reason why we chose not to move to Toronto had to do with the vibe you get. And I don't mean vibe in terms of the people or the energy. It's just the concrete jungle feel that you get when you're on Bay and Blue. Like all those major areas is just skyscrapers, office buildings, condos. It's very intimidating, to be honest with you. You're walking through there and it's just not a lot of green. The trees that are there, you know, quite small. You have areas like High Park, and you go outside of the downtown core and it's more houses with big trees, everything like that. It's really nice. But the downtown core of it is just gives you that concrete jungle vibe, and it's just something that didn't sit with us. Being born and raised in Brampton, we like trees and parks and streets that you could drive your bike on. And you didn't have to worry about getting hit by a car, that kind of stuff. But so the concrete jungle was definitely a big factor in terms of us not moving to Toronto. The fourth reason why we chose not to move to Toronto had to do with and this happens anytime you're in a highly populated area. Toronto is the largest populated metropolitan area within Canada, so it's bound to happen. It just has to do with the garbage, the litter, and the smell. So when you're downtown, it's just, you do find a lot of garbage. And I remember going clubbing when I was younger, or just going for a walk downtown with the family. You'll be walking and there's just this smell, and it smells like garbage. That's what it smells like. It doesn't happen all the time, and I know a lot of times you'll see in the news, they talk about the sewage plant and stuff like that. They were doing things, and that's what caused the smell. But I just find when you're walking downtown, you do have that smell of garbage. You do see a lot of garbage, and it's something that, you know, it would be nice if they cleaned it up. But at the end of the day, it's just one of those things that tons of people that are living here, and it's just lots of garbage. The fifth reason has to do with people aren't very friendly, and that's obviously not going against everybody, but from what I felt and what I noticed when I am downtown, walking around, stuff like that, people just kind of walk with their heads down. They don't smile at you too often. They don't acknowledge other people, and I think it's just because Toronto is a very like go type setting. It's very busy, fast paced, and so that's just kind of made the people just kind of keep to themselves a little bit. Obviously there are friendly people out there, but when you're walking down, you know, people will just walk on their phones with their headphones in, or just kind of looking down at their phone while they're walking. So that's just one of the things that I've noticed. Again, it's not saying everybody is unfriendly, but I just felt when you're down there, people just appear to just keep to themselves. The sixth reason why Toronto never appealed to me and my family had to do with the homes. So if you're downtown, the homes, they are older homes, kind of built over 100 years ago. And so it's just like older homes. Some of them have been like completely gutted and renovated, look very nice. But the whole like older homes, in terms of finding a house with a driveway, it's hard to do. If you do, it's going to be very expensive. And then the alternatives would be condos. Obviously, the further you go out from the downtown core, there are much different styles of homes. But when you're right downtown, the main thing I've noticed is just older homes or condos. Those are your two options. Older homes are going to be very expensive because it's a home, backyard, that kind of stuff. Condos, again, price per square foot is well over $1,000 right now, and so it's not cheap. And again, you have no backyard, nothing like that. So the housing options and the styles of homes were just something that deterred me and my family. I'm not saying that's gonna deter everybody, because there are tons of people who like older homes and there's nothing wrong with that, but it just didn't appeal to us. The seventh reason, and this is the one that kind of stands out the most, is the noise. And when you're downtown, the sirens, the constructions, they just echo between the buildings. So you have a balcony, and if you go out on it, it's going to be noisy, whether it's traffic noise, construction, or just the sirens, either ambulance, fire, or police. It's just, the sirens are very common, and there's pretty much no time restraint on that. So it could be 3 o'clock in the morning, it could be 6 o'clock in the morning, it could be 5 o'clock in the afternoon, 8 o'clock at night. It's just, the sirens are always there. And on top of that, during the hours of like 7 until 6 or 7 p.m., you have the construction noise, jackhammering, and just the noise. So that was something that deterred us. And but with city living and being in a main metropolitan city like that with a downtown, that's going to be common. So if that's your lifestyle and what you like, it's going to be no different whether you look in New York City, Toronto City, sorry, downtown Toronto or New York City. The final reason why Toronto was never a place for us just had to do with the road closures. So during the summer, that's kind of the fifth season. So we have winter, spring, summer, fall, and then you have construction. And construction's kind of within the summer, and you have road closures like the Gardner Expressway could be closed for construction, Don Valley Parkway, Lakeshore, all of the streets, Bay, Blue, like all of the main streets downtown. They could be closed for construction. If it's not closed, it's going to be narrowed down to like 1 or 2 lanes, so it makes quite a difference. But then you also, on top of construction, you do have events that take place. Like right now, we just actually finished the Honda Indy. So Lakeshore, which is a main road of getting in or out of Toronto, was actually closed for the Honda Indy. And it's great if you go to it, but if you don't, or you're not interested in IndyCar races, then it's just an inconvenience for people looking to get around the city. Well, that was the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like it. If you are enjoying the videos I put out there, subscribe to the channel, let you know that I'm posting new videos, lets me know people are enjoying what I'm putting out there. This video just uncovered the reasons why me and my family chose never to really live in downtown Toronto. It's not for everybody. It is for a lot of people. It just wasn't for us. I have families reaching out from all over the world that are looking to move to the Greater Toronto Area, and I absolutely love it. So if you're looking to move to or from the Greater Toronto Area, all you have to do is call, text, email, send a carrier pigeon, whatever is easiest for you, and I'm here to make your move and relocation go so much easier. Thanks for watching, and until next time.